This big boy is dying to show you what he's got in store for 3rd grade, so stay tuned.
Come and play with me. Run away with me. Just you and me. Happy days. Every day. We will be okay.
So my big man is here with me, and he wants to show you what he's got for 3rd grade. But first, he got something in the mail today that he really wants to show off. We just got these in like 5 seconds ago. Go ahead.
I got Star Wars, 2nd grade Star Wars writing, 2nd grade reading, and 2nd grade math. All of these are Star Wars.
Yep, everything's Star Wars, so that's like a fun way to add some fun stuff in at the end of our school year.
Yes.
Yes, and we got that off of Amazon in case you're curious. I will link it below. And again, I just kind of want to go over something real quick. We're not getting any kind of affiliation or kickbacks or anything, compensated for anything. This is just us talking about what we have and what we use and what we're going to be using. And someone here is really excited and wanted to make a video with me, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so what grade are you going to be going into?
3rd. That's why I have.
3rd grade. Well, this is 2nd grade. This is to finish up this year.
See, I'm in 2nd.
Yes, he's currently in 2nd grade.
So I'll be in 3rd grade.
Okay, and what is the name of the curriculum that we use?
My Father's World.
My Father's World. And what is the theme of 3rd grade for you? Exploring
countries and cultures.
Exploring countries and cultures. So I like to get their deluxe box, which is what I have to show you today. And before I get into that though, I want to show you what we're going to also be using that does not come in the box and is not necessarily a part of My Father's World. And just really quickly, everything I show you, I will be linking below. So if you're interested in anything, check below in the box and I will make sure that I link everything for you. Okay? Great. So, let me start here. My Father's World does include Bible study every day, and it's a very good Bible study. I'm not knocking it. I totally want to use it. But when our 2 youngest daughters were recently dedicated at church, our church gave us this book, Big Truths for Little Kids, and it's something, since I will have a preschooler, a kindergartner, and a 3rd grader all in the mix, I also kind of want to incorporate this as we go through our year. Just so that we can make sure that we go through this. When I was going through school time with him earlier on, he's checking out his Star Wars books, I did catechisms with him, and so I kind of want to make sure that I go over the basics with the little ones, because I'm not going to do a Bible study for each age group. I kind of want to just do one, but I want to make sure that I also touch on stuff that the littles need to know as well. Another thing not included in My Father's World that they don't even recommend or suggest doing is handwriting. And from what I understand, they pretty much feel like the handwriting that the kids do in their daily lessons is enough. That may be true. It's just that my husband and I are extremely old-fashioned, and we feel like setting aside time every day for them to work on their handwriting skills is extremely important. And so each of my kids will be doing this. He will, of course, be doing the 3rd grade level, and that is A Reason for Handwriting, level C. This is a curriculum I love. We've been using it since kindergarten. I cannot stress enough how much I love A Reason for Handwriting. They have a reason for handwriting, a reason for spelling, a reason for guided reading, and a reason for science. So they have 4 different areas that they have a reason for curriculums. We have only, I have a housefly. We have only used handwriting so far. The lessons are extremely short. They won't add a lot of time into your day. They do a few words for the first 3 days. Day 4, they trace down an entire Bible verse. And then on day 5, there's several pages in the back. They can select whichever one they want, write their Bible verse on it, color in the page. They can give it to a friend, a family member, mail it. It's a great way for them to help them remember Scripture. It's a great way to share Scripture, so it's something we really enjoy. My Father's World has their own recommendation for spelling. Yes, sir.
I think this one.
Cool. However, because we like the A Reason For program so much, and we had some difficulties with the 2nd grade Adventures in U.S. History recommended spelling that My Father's World had out there, we just decided this year we're going to try out and see how it goes, the A Reason For spelling. So we have the 3rd grade level C spelling book, and then of course the teacher manual for that we got in recently. So we're looking forward to seeing how that works out. If it works out as well as the Reason For Handwriting, we'll be in a really good place. Another thing that we're doing is they have their own recommendations for math. We used it for 2nd grade. It was working out just fine. We had no problems with it. However, somebody had an accident with their math book.
Yes.
What happened?
In the rain.
Yeah, he left it outside. We rushed off to church. While we were at church, this great heavy downpour, you know, typical Texas weather. It's beautiful outside when we leave for church, and 5 minutes after getting to church, there's just like torrential downpour, thunderstorm. And I'm like, yay, we need the rain! And then we get home and there's just this pitiful rained on mound of soggy paper that had been his math book. Oops. So we learned from it. But I went ahead and had already started ordering stuff, and we had this math level 3 from Teaching Textbooks. This is the lowest level they have. So if you're looking for something under 3rd grade, this is not going to work for you. However, if you're ready for 3rd grade level math and up, I would highly recommend this. He's already done the first 14 lessons and 2 quizzes out of this, and he has made A's and B's each time.
Look, cursive.
Cool. You have the actual textbook itself that you can go through for each lesson and quiz. It also comes with a CD-ROM disc. So that's what he prefers to do. We put it in the computer. It gives the entire lecture, 4 practice problems, and then about 22 actual problems. It automatically grades it and puts it into the gradebook system that it has for this curriculum. Is that not awesome? And it goes all the way through high school. So considering that math is not my favorite subject to take in high school, I am really looking forward to not being the sole person in charge of it when we get down the road. And then the last thing to show you is this, and it's primary language lessons. This does come from My Father's World. I bought Adventures in U.S. History secondhand from a friend of mine. At the time, this is what they recommended for language arts, and you used the first half of the book in 2nd grade and the second half of the book in 3rd grade. From what I understand, they've since pretty much split this book into 2, and you buy 1 book for 2nd grade and you buy 1 book for 3rd grade. And it might be a little bit simpler to use and update it a little bit, but for the most part it's still this type of lessons. And so instead of going and buying the 2nd book, I'm just going to use the second half like what was originally recommended. So if you buy the ECC Deluxe box and they don't include math, language arts, and what else? Foreign language. There's a few things that you have to pretty much fill in yourself, but they have recommendations for all of those areas. Don't let that scare you off. This will not be what they show you. They're going to show you something else, but it is pretty much this same book. This is just the previous round of stuff. This is what was in there. So this is not what you would get, but it's what we're using, and it's pretty much the same lessons you would get if you ordered the ECC box with the recommended language arts. It'll just look different. Okay. Now that we're done with what I didn't get in my box, we will start talking about what I did get in my box. He was so excited to do this with me. Now he's more interested in his books. That's fine. So it is exploring.
I like Star Wars though.
I know. It's exploring countries and cultures. So we're going to be learning all about different countries. So one of the books you get is this children's atlas. of God's World, which looks like it'll be pretty interesting. I love that My Father's World has has a godly view. You're not getting a secular worldview. You're getting a godly worldview. You also get an inflatable globe. We'll see how long this lasts in a house with 4 little ones. We also have Exploring World Geography is one of the books we'll be getting. This Hero's Tale books, which has about 6 different stories in it for different biblical heroes. We have Window on the World, When We Pray, God Works. That'll be a really good book for us to go through because we have an actual, I want to do a look through of our schoolroom, and we have a prayer board. Settle down, please. Okay? I know you're excited. We have Geography from A to Z, a picture glossary. So that looks like that'll be something that my little kindergartner that'll be sitting in on a lot of lessons will be able to appreciate. Maps and Globes, which it says is a Reading Rainbow book, which is pretty cool because we like reading Rainbow at our house. We have a very small book about Bible translation, which is something important to us. And we have the Ultimate Sticker Book of Flags for Around the World. I have a feeling I know what this will be used for, but we'll discuss it later. We have the Usborne Living World Encyclopedia. So yes, my girls love that there's a ladybug on the cover and lots of nice critter information.
I like bugs.
Yep, he's a typical boy. He likes bugs. I don't like the housefly though. The housefly's getting on my nerves. Okay, we sing Around the World CD and song booklet. That'll be good. So we like music in our house. We have a CD player in our schoolroom. Like I said, I want to do a video about our schoolroom one of these days. Okay, properties of ecosystems. We have the student sheets, all nice and plastic wrapped together. I'll show how I organize these in another video. We have fast facts cards for practicing our math facts. We have about 6 books here. These are going to be for our read alouds. We have Gladys Allward, George Mueller. We have Cameron Townsend, Nate Saint, Amy Carmichael, and David Livingstone. So that'll all be interesting to read. We have our supplemental pages right here. Fun with Easy Origami. So it has an instruction booklet with 32 different projects and then plenty of origami paper included. The meat of it for me. This big boy is dying to show you what he's got in store for 3rd grade, so stay tuned. So my big man is here with me and he wants to show you what he's got for 3rd grade, but first he got something in the mail today that he really wants to show off. We just got these in like 5 seconds ago. Go ahead.
I got Star Wars, 2nd grade Star Wars writing, 2nd grade reading, and 2nd grade math. All these are Star Wars.
Yep, everything's Star Wars, so that's like a fun way to add some fun stuff in at the end of our school year.
Yes.
Yes, and we got that off of Amazon in case you're curious. I will link it below. And again, I just kind of want to go over something real quick. We're not getting any kind of affiliation or kickbacks or anything compensated for anything. This is just us talking about what we have and what we use and what we're going to be using. And someone here is really excited and wanted to make a video with me, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so what grade are you going to be going into?
3rd. That's why I have
3rd grade. Well, this is 2nd grade. This is to finish up this year.
See, I'm in 2nd.
Yes, he's currently in 2nd grade.
So I'll be in 3rd grade.
Okay, and what is the name of the curriculum that we use?
My Father's World.
My Father's world. And what is the theme of 3rd grade for you? Exploring
countries and cultures.
Exploring countries and cultures. So I like to get their deluxe box, which is what I have to show you today. Before I get into that though, I want to show you what we're going to also be using that does not come in the box and is not necessarily a part of My Father's World. And just really quickly, everything I show you, I will be linking below. So if you're interested in anything, check below in the box. And they will tell you if you're going to have more than one student going through it at a time, what additional things you're going to need. Like for this one, I know if you have more than one student going through the full program, you're going to need an additional passport per child. Ooh. Things like that.
Oh, great.
Again, this is a Christian program. It has a Christian worldview, which we really appreciate.
Making your own lightsaber.
Cool. We really have enjoyed it. We've used it for 1st, 2nd, and now going into 3rd grade. There's really not anything that I dislike about it. The lessons are pretty short and sweet, yet effective. They're not skimping when the lessons are short. It's just that they know that kids are only going to have so much time with an attention span. There is not a ton of teacher prep. Pretty much you can look through and see what books could be beneficial for your book basket that week that you can check out at the library. And it will also give you a heads up when you look at that week what additional items you might need. Like for this week, in 2nd grade, it gave me a heads up that we would need to go to the deli and get different types of cheeses because we're studying Wisconsin, and that we would need popcorn and regular corn and different ingredients to enjoy popcorn as a snack and make a corn casserole. We're doing a project later. We're going to need toothpicks and marshmallows. So there's always pretty much going to be something, little knick-knacky type things you're going to need. It does a really great job of letting you know in time for that. Like I said, the teacher's manual is very well put together. And then I love that they really don't leave you with a lot of questions. Like I said, the curriculum pretty much comes pulled together in a box for you. However, you will need to pick out math, spelling, language arts, and then of course if you want to do a foreign language, anything like that. They do give you their recommendations. You don't have to use them. The curriculum flows just fine if you choose to use something different like we have. And we've done that for some time. And it's just, I really enjoy it. And so far, all of the grades we've used, Monday through Thursday are your main work days, and then you have Friday as a lighter scheduled day. Of course, you can kind of shift things around as you need to. So if you want to go on a field trip or go on a nature hike, or someone's sick one day.
We have the woods. We can I can take it over to see the old lake.
Yep. So if you need to take a day with not quite so much work, you can definitely do that.
The wagon and have the roof over it, and
we can go for a walk in the field outside. Go through the trees, the little woods out there.
Yeah.
Look for some birds.
Yeah.
We've studied birds in 2nd grade, and we've really enjoyed it. We've learned about all kinds of birds, right?
And some days I go on the back porch with my dad and drink milk, and he drinks his coffee, and we call birds, have fun scaring them some days.
Yeah, they like to irritate the mockingbirds outside, don't you?
Yes, one time a mockingbird was going to the fence, and my dad was like, it raised to his legs and hands up, and it changed direction and started going the other way.
Yeah. Typical boys out there being silly with all the critters out there flying around. So, that's what's in our deluxe box. If you have any questions about My Father's World or any of the curriculum that you've seen or that I've discussed about using, comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great day. I'm so glad he wanted to be in a video where he stared at his new Star Wars books the whole time, right?
Yes.
Yes, totally cool.
I like them.
Yes, and we will see you another time. Bye.